And good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. I am your host, Josh Engel, and today we are joined by West Georgia Technical College. I would say one or two specific people, but we got musical chairs going on. We're going to have some, we got some magic going on. We're going to have some representatives from West Georgia Technical College coming through because, as Chief James Perry just said, there's so much to talk about that no two people could stand the weight of that responsibility on one set of shoulders. So joining us in the studio today, up first, we have Dean of Students, Melinda. How do you pronounce your last name?
Hofius.
I was going to say that. Okay, yeah. Hofius. Melinda Hofius. But imagine if I had messed it up. That would have been terrible.
It would have been very embarrassing for you.
I would have just gotten up and left and let James Perry host the show. He would have done great. Then later in the program, we are going to be joined by Tammy Wright as well as Rebecca Grover, Enrollment Center Coordinators. And in the last segment, we're going to be joined by Kristen Bowie. Love that last name. Baba Bowie, the Vice President of Academic Affairs. We're going to be talking about so much, including the Take Back the Night event, which is coming up Thursday night, I believe.
Yes, it'll be Thursday, April 11th at from 6 to 8. On our new Carroll campus. If you haven't seen it, our new Carroll campus is beautiful.
Oh, I've seen it. I got drones flying over that thing. I'm seeing it all the time. It is really cool, though. No, it's a beautiful campus.
Should we be worried about the drones, Chief?
No, he knows about it. He knows about it. He knows all about it. But we have a lot to talk about. We also have a job fair coming up. And just tons of new programming that we're going to be talking about in the last segment. But since we only have a little bit of time with Chief James Perry as well as Melinda Hofius, the Dean of Students, let's jump right into it. So if you could, let's start with Melinda. Tell us a bit about yourself, a bit about you and a bit about your position at West Georgia Technical College.
Okay. So my name's Melinda. I have been at West Georgia Tech since 2015, and my primary relationship with the students right now is someone who deals with grievances, complaints, concerns, those types of things. So if students have, if they're upset about something, I'm your woman.
If they got beef.
Yeah, if they got beef, I'm the woman. But I also work on a behavioral intervention team, and that's how Take Back the Night kind of came about, was because we were looking at some of our cases and seeing how can we better reach our students and talk about sexual assault prevention and treatment and things like that. And so that is part of my job, is alcohol and drug awareness programs, as well as just making sure our students are connected with resources. So
Absolutely.
That's probably the more rewarding side of my job.
So if they do come upon a struggle, we're teasing, folks that are upset,
Yeah.
but if they come upon a struggle and there's something that they're dealing with, there are resources available. And that seems to be the biggest problem half the time, is people just don't realize it's there.
Yeah.
So you help connect the dots and make their experience all the better.
Yes. And one of our things that we have a partnership with Tanner for counseling, and a lot of our students don't know that. And since 2020, there have been so many things going on in everybody's life collectively. It's a lot for people to bear, and so I'm proud that that's one of our resources that students that are free to them. Well, I guess it feels free, but they pay a student activity fee, and it goes towards our counseling program that we have in connection with Tanner. So it's one of our many resources that we have available to them.
So this is just right there in your wheelhouse. Take Back the Night, which we'll be talking more about here in just a second. I'm such an amateur. I forgot to tell everyone, we are live streaming on our WLBB Facebook page. So if you see me looking up at the camera, it's worse when I do it and there's no live stream. I'm just looking at the camera. But if anyone has any questions, comments, anything, hey, if you got a complaint, throw it over to her. She'll take care of it. If you have anything you'd like to share in the chat, please feel free to throw those in, and I'd be happy to present those to our guests. And let's throw it over to Chief James Perry. James, tell us a bit about you and your position.
Most everybody in Carrollton probably knows me. I've been here, seems like forever. A lot of the folks say I'm old as dirt, but
everybody told me this place was called Perrytown, and apparently it's not.
Not quite. I don't have the key to the city. I don't know what Mayor Caison's waiting on, but anyway.
She's waiting on your sash to come up.
Obviously. Of course, I retired from Carrollton Police Department with 33 years, and this is the 10th year at West Georgia Tech, so 43 years law enforcement, and basically that is my history.
Excellent, excellent. Well, let's talk about Take Back the Night. So this is what is it? I believe it's the third or fourth year that we've had opportunity to do this.
I think this is our fourth year. It's hard to tell because we had a little break in between there for
a little blip.
That little blip that none of us want to talk about. We're going to ignore that one word.
I just tell myself I slept for a couple of years, and I'm like, wow, what happened? But they may have been slightly interrupted. But this is let's talk about its original conception. I mean, this is if you could, Melinda, speak a bit to that about part of the reason that it was originally conceived and conceptualized, and how that will and how it is shaped into where it is now.
Okay, so Take Back the Night is actually a national foundation, and so we have decided to put on an event like in conjunction with like their mission, which essentially it came from like the 1970s. What they want is for women to not be afraid to walk alone at night. That was the original like conception behind it. And so that was their mission, was to bring awareness to sexual assault victims. And then they've kind of realized now that sexual assault can happen at any time. So their mission is to talk about those things. Along our walk for Take Back the Night, we have facts about like things that people would be really shocked about how many women and men experience sexual harassment, sexual assault, those types of things. And then, of course, the resources to connect them. So in our mission for West Georgia Technical College is to connect our students, is to provide a service to the community. Essentially, what we're there to do is to make our community better. And so what better way to do that than to directly connect our students with resources they may not have available, sometimes because they're afraid to reach out and ask for them, and sometimes because they just simply don't know that there are things out there for them. Some of the groups that are coming to our event, some people may never have heard of them. So,
and Chief Perry, this is, I can't imagine under your watch this has been too prevalent of an issue at West Georgia Technical College. But as Melinda mentions, it happens everywhere. Mm-hmm. I mean, I imagine that it's probably pretty scary when you see the statistics that come out about universities across the country. I mean, is that something you've had to deal with too much, or is it more of just about a preventative measure?
We are extremely proud of the fact we are extremely preventative. We have a lot of technology in place. We have an officer on every campus. And even though we cover 7 counties, which a lot of people don't realize, our statistics for our crime rates on our campuses is extremely low. We're super proud of that. I would invite anybody to look at campus crime statistics for any college that their kids or grandkids are looking to go to. That's what it's there for, research what the crime stats are for that particular campus. You'll find West Georgia Tech is extremely low, 0 for the most part in all categories. But we like to do things like this to draw awareness, to let people know, hey, don't be afraid on our campus. Come participate, feel safe, feel confident that we're going to be there and do the best we can to keep everyone protected.
We are taking those precautions. And as you mentioned earlier, super preventative, preventing this kind of thing from happening. And maybe if this dialogue could be this organic and this natural across other campuses, the issues wouldn't be as prevalent elsewhere. Yeah. So if we could, Melinda, tell us when and where is the Take Back the Night event?
It's at the New Carroll campus on 500 Technology Parkway, and it's Thursday, April 11th from 6 until 8. Sure. Do you want me to share some of the groups that are going to be there?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so we've got Carroll County Fire Rescue, Carrollton Rainbow is coming, Carrollton Police Department, West Georgia Domestic Violence Shelter, Carroll County Crisis Response Team, which is the Carrollton PD, and then we've got the Carrollton Fire Department. So we're going to have some fire trucks out there. So if somebody wants to bring their kids, they can touch a truck, I suppose. And then we've got Tanner Get Healthy, Live Well. Carroll County District Attorney's Office will actually be there too. And then Emergency 911, Pathways, and then PARC, which is Prevention Advocacy Resource Center.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because we only have a couple of minutes left in this first segment, job fair. Let's talk about that job fair that's coming up.
Okay, so West Georgia Technical College, it's not just our job to make sure that we connect students with the community while they're a student. our job is also to make sure that they get a job when they leave. And so we have a career fair that's going to be April 24th. It's from 4 to 7, and it's going to be at our Douglas campus. And that's on Timber Ridge Drive in Douglasville. But there are, so many different employers that will be in attendance. Even if you're not a student at West Georgia Tech, we invite people to bring their resume, come out. I can probably provide you guys with all of the different people that will be there, but again, our police departments will be there recruiting. Yeah. Heating and air people. We've got people that are looking to find people for home care stuff. They've got some, even like JCPenney will be there. So there's a plethora of different types of jobs that are going to be available for students to apply for, as well as community members. So
Excellent. And that date one more time?
February 24th.
February.
Not February. What month is this?
It's the
April.
blip,
It's the blip. Yes, it's April 24th, 4 to 7 p.m.
Dig it.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, and we have our first comment from Jeannie Dollar. Thank you, Melinda and Chief Perry, and thank you, Josh. It means the world to me that you know my name. Time is 8:42, so we're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. We're going to get Chief Perry. We're going to kick him out the door. Chief Perry and Melinda, we're going to get them out. And when we come back, we're going to have Tammy Wright and Rebecca Grover, Enrollment Center coordinators. So don't go anywhere. Community Voice brought to you by Tanner Health System and Oak Mountain Academy.
Health is a journey. It's making better choices, even when it's not easy. It's taking care of yourself and the people you love. At Tanner Health System, we're there for you with every step, with primary care, heart care, cancer care, women's care, orthopedics, surgical services, and so much more. We're dedicated to helping you live and feel your best. So let's get on that journey to health. You've got places to be for many years to come. Find us at tanner.org.
The customized academic scholar journey at Oak Mountain Academy is individually designed to provide students with a personalized, clearly defined academic track that earns the student a series of distinctions upon graduation. This journey enables academically driven students to pursue a focused, rigorous course of study personalized to their wants and desires. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us on the mountain. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
And we're back to Community Voice. Tuesday, April 9th. I'm your host, Josh Engel. We have West Georgia Technical College in the house today, and we are live streaming on our WLBB Facebook page. So if you have any questions or comments for our guests, feel free to throw them in the chat, and I'll get those to our guests. If you had a question for Melinda Hofius and or Chief James Perry, you're out of luck, because we're playing musical chairs today. We got a couple of more representatives from West Georgia Technical College. We got Tammy Wright and Rebecca Grover, and they are Enrollment Center coordinators. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Thank you. Wow, that was almost a perfect synchronization. You guys practiced that? So tell us a bit about yourself, Tammy, and a bit about y'all's position.
Sure. I am Tammy Wright. I am an Enrollment Center coordinator on the Douglasville campus. I've been with West Georgia Tech now for 19 years.
Wow.
Yes, 19 years. It's been a great opportunity for me. What we do in the Enrollment Center, we're responsible for students that walk through the door. They're interested in applying to college. We assist them with programs, making selections about what they want to do when they grow up.
And this is the place to figure it out. I mean, you guys are in the business of giving people paths.
Absolutely. You know? We have 5 campuses and 5 ECCs, Enrollment Center coordinators, and we have a fabulous staff.
Serving 7 counties.
Absolutely.
That is wild. All right. Well, we talked to the good cop. Let's take it over to the bad cop, Rebecca Grover.
I would say not bad cop, but
everybody's the sweetest. The bad cop, he was gone in the first segment.
Right, exactly.
We love Chief Perry. Tell us a bit about you.
Yeah, so I'm Rebecca Grover. I've actually, unlike Tammy, only been with the college for about 2.5 years now. I started out as an admissions counselor and just recently moved up to Enrollment Center coordinator. So I have a lot of experience out there there recruiting, hands on the field, and now I'm excited to kind of lead and supervise a new team and get out there and get our students.
Excellent. Cool. Well, let's talk about Tech Night. I mean, this sounds pretty fun. I mean, in the theater world, I think of that as like, oh, well, now you got to get the lights and the sound and everything. Let's talk about Tech Night.
So we're so excited about Tech Night. So we're so excited about Tech Night. We will be hosting Tech Night April 16th on our Carroll and LaGrange campus, April 18th on our Coweta and Douglasville campus. So Rebecca has a list of the different programs that will be there. So and I'll let her talk about that.
Yeah,
Cool.
I am super excited. This is a really big open house event. We're trying to get everybody and anybody in. It's not just for our current students, it's for the community. So I'm excited out in Carroll and Murphy. So Murphy campus isn't doing this event, but we're going to be over at the Carroll campus, and we're going to get brain dissections. They're going to have an airflow demonstration. So if you're interested in HVAC, we've got on our website a list of what each campus is going to have representation. The Coweta campus, they're going to have a mobile welding lab. So I'm real excited for them to drive the big old commercial truck out there and let our students kind of go in and see, kind of dives into our CDL program as well. They've got how to roll a permanent wave if you're interested in cosmetology at the Douglasville campus. So check out our website. We've got all of the things, the people that are coming.
I love how like you guys cover all corners.
Yes.
You're like, so yeah, we got the brain dissection over here. We got the mobile welding unit. You want to get them curls going. We got the cosmetology. I mean, so this is it's all about exposing folks to as many as the cool programs y'all have going on.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we don't want to forget about the admissions process. We will have our admissions staff on board. They'll be there to help students, if they have questions about what they need to do. And we will also have labs available on all 4 campuses for this event that students can come out and apply. And we will also be waiving that $25 application fee. So we want, and I want
Got the hookup today.
Yeah, we're giving the hookup with this segment. Yes.
And we've got financial aid. So if you're stressed about what the cost would be like, we've got them there to help you walk through the FAFSA process and those different areas. We've got advising there. So if you need help on what career you might want to be interested in, if you're a current student, what classes to take. I mean, we've got all our departments. We've got career services. We've got WIOA. Everybody and anybody should be there.
Covered.
Yeah, and we don't want to forget our adult ed, financial aid, programs of study, and career services. Everyone will be there.
It's impressive that, in the first segment we were establishing, it's so much of it is about the resources. And sometimes it's just about being aware that there are resources available. Like if folks may, go to some of these like large universities or something, they can go their entire time without realizing, oh, there's free counseling services. There are tons of job placement services, networking events and whatnot. People just really aren't kept in the loop. West Georgia Technical College really does seem to have such a one-on-one. I mean, let's customize this for what you want.
Yeah. We even have our library there. So we've got everybody.
Everybody's there.
And keep in mind, we have 100+ programs that we offer. So, we've got 2 huge events that will take place, and someone from each one of those programs will be in place. So these students that are interested in attending, they need to show up and, who knows, they can be able to meet that instructor and learn more about the program. And if they're not sure about their program, they can kind of talk to someone about another program that we may offer. So just come out and take a look and have fun with us. We're excited about this event.
And one more time, the time and place.
Sure. So April 16th, Carroll and LaGrange from 4 to 7. April 18th, Coweta and Douglas, 4 to 7.
And all this info is going to be on the website or your socials.
Absolutely.
Okay. And so, hey, you're done. But I do have a quote. I got another comment in here. This is fabulous and perfect for you too as well. So Juan Ferrero writes, I just heard a report on job and welding and how in the U.S. about how well paid they are and how many are needed today in the USA and for the backlog for the future. And some are taking that track and getting paid great money almost right out of high school at the Carrollton City Schools. Thank you for your work at the Technical College. We're so grateful for what you do. That's awesome.
Yeah, that really is.
I'd like to talk about that. My father is actually a welder by trade, and it's very a lucrative field. Absolutely.
And before I let you go, I got to ask, what are some of the most popular fields of study?
For the Douglasville campus, it will be the culinary program.
Wow.
The culinary program, I give more tours for that program that I'm like, everybody wants culinary. But mind you, I mean, when you go through there, it just blows your mind. It's a huge kitchen, you
Wow.
know, and it just seems like the most people that I talk to on the Douglas campus, that's what they want.
See, I blame Iron Chef and British Bacon. That's
Yeah,
what's doing
that
it.
may be it. The Iron
See, when I was in
Chef.
school, I just
Yeah.
ramen and chicken nuggets. You know what I
Okay.
mean? They're out here doing real cooking.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm probably LPN.
Yeah, I was going to say, I spent a lot of time at our Coweta and our Murphy campuses, and both of them, health science is really big. I'd say practical nursing, registered nursing, those are big programs there.
Fantastic. Don't miss Tech Night. If you're listening to this and you're not so happy in the career that you're in, you can make a total change and get to know these fun, cool people from West Georgia Technical College. It's just been fun. And you want to talk about fun. How about our last guest here in just a minute, Kristen Bowie, when we come back from our second commercial break. Thank you both so much, Tammy and Rebecca. I appreciate you guys coming on the show. And we're going to take our second commercial break. Community Voice brought to you by Tanner Health System and Oak Mountain Academy.
Health is a journey. It's making better choices, even when it's not easy. It's taking care of yourself and the people you love. At Tanner Health System, we're there for you with every step, with primary care, heart care, cancer care, women's care, orthopedics, surgical services, and so much more. We're dedicated to helping you live and feel your best. So let's get on that journey to health. You've got places to be for many years to come. Find us at tanner.org.
The World Language Scholar Journey at Oak Mountain Academy is designed to provide students with a clearly defined, curriculum-based track to acquire essential knowledge and skills for success in biliteracy fields of study. The successful completion of this journey provides colleges with a method to recognize a rigorous foreign language immersion experience for all students at Oak Mountain Academy. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us on the mountain. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
And we're back to Community Voice. Time is 8:52. I am your host, Josh Engel, and today is Tuesday, April 9th. What a great morning we're having. West Georgia Technical College in the house.
Absolutely.
Hasn't it been so
great
fun
day.
already? And obviously we're going out with a bang. We've had the opportunity to have Chief James Perry with the West Georgia Technical College Police, as well as Melinda Hofius, the Dean of Students, which if you want to see that segment or the second segment featuring Rebecca Grover and Tammy Wright, Enrollment Center coordinators, talking about Tech Night. That first segment was about Take Back the Night, the event coming up on Thursday, as well as a job fair coming later in the month. You can go back and check out the podcast of this episode, which will be uploaded to this station's website, as well as gradacommunications.com, or you can check out the live stream going on right now on our WLBB Facebook page. Go back and check out the whole episode. But now, as I mentioned, we're going out on a high note. We got Kristen Bowie. What a great name. Bowie.
Thank you. Buoy.
I
yes.
love that. Where'd
It's like
that
a
come
buoy in
from?
the water.
Where's that coming from?
My grandmother did some genealogy, and allegedly it's French, but
Really?
I don't know if it's really true.
See, I like to think a bunch of Frenchmen had bottles of champagne, and they say, "Let me throw this into the water," and it's just like, "Oh yeah, you got buoys. That's cool." So you come from Champagne and buoys. That's really cool.
I like it.
So you're the vice president of academic affairs.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about you and a bit about your position at the West Georgia Technical College.
So I am fortunate to serve as the Vice President of Academic Affairs, and so I really oversee a lot of the programming that we do at the college on the credit side specifically. So our existing program, new programs, and really just my job is to support the faculty and make sure they have what they need to do what they do best.
You take care of these people, and they're all happy. So I'm pretty sure you do a great job taking care of them.
I hope so.
Excellent. So, so tell us a bit about, the programming. I mean, we have the tried and true programming that's been around for a while. The ones that, that were getting celebrated in the comments section, right? Welding, CDL's huge. I used to always see people practicing out here at this former campus here, and doing so much. But it seems that that's expanding. What brought that about?
So as a college, our role in the community is really just to make sure that we pivot and support all of the local industries. And so recently we've been looking at the job market, what the needs are, and what new programs we need to support those. So we have 2 new programs that are starting in the fall. Students can go ahead and start their core work this summer, but we have commercial construction management, so there's a huge need for construction, both on the skilled trade sides, but also on the management side, people to sort of run these large projects. So that program's starting in the fall, along with hotel, restaurant, tourism management. So we are starting that down in conjunction with our Callaway Conference Center in the LaGrange campus. And that really is anyone who's interested in anything from hotel, human resources in the tourism industry, travel agents, as well as event planners. So there's a lot of options within that realm, hence the really long name.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about
That's a
some of
rule
that.
in academia.
It's
It has to
true.
be as cool and complex as the name is long.
It's true.
But I mean, it's multifaceted. I that's interesting. I mean, this is an ever burgeoning field, right? I mean,
Yes.
restaurants, tourism. I mean, everyone's going to PCB or Gatlinburg or Vegas or wherever, and this
Exactly.
is always expanding and growing. So this is something that is directly reflecting the need. There's a need for these sort of positions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we live in a construction capital. I mean, you're guaranteed to find a great job here
Exactly.
with some of our construction companies here in town, the
Mm-hmm.
industries in town. So that's excellent. So these are a couple of new programs that are coming out. And one more time, when will these launch?
So fall 2024, yes. So this fall, students can go ahead, though, and start working on their core curriculum. One of the things we do great at West Georgia Tech is also we have all the same core, requirements for our associate degree programs as you would find it in the university system. Sure. So their English, their maths, humanities courses, anything that falls within that realm supports all of our programming as well. So you can go ahead and get started on that before the actual program starts. And then we, of course, also have our, general studies. So folks who are either in dual enrollment or working towards heading to a 4-year degree next, with all those classes will articulate over.
We do have a question.
Yes.
And no worries if you can't answer it. Maybe that was someone else.
I'll do my best.
Because we've had a few guests come through. But a gentleman, Juan, he had wrote he believed that the auto industry was huge in this area, CarMax, Kia. Is that so? And what programs do WGTC offer in this area? And are they in high demand?
So great question. The short answer is yes, yes, and yes. Yes, it's
Great
in high
job, Juan.
demand. High demand. We do offer programming to support those industries. So in our LaGrange campus, our Noonan campus in Coweta County, and our Douglas campus, we have specifically auto programs. So, and those are currently focused on, internal combustion. We also at our Carroll campus have diesel technology for our diesel trucks and all the
All the heavy
farm
equipment
equipment,
and stuff, yeah.
all of the things that require diesel engines. So we have that as well. We also have our precision manufacturing program that really, it's sort of an ambiguous name if you're not in the industry, but really what it means is the folks who fix the robots at places like Kia. So so it's an automation style degree, diploma, and we have certificates within that as well that all support that auto manufacturing industry.
So much to learn and so much more available. I imagine we're out of time. So if you could tell
all
folks where they can find more information about everything we've been talking about.
So go to our website. We have, you start with Start My Journey is actually the link on there, and it'll take you to all of our program pages where you can read about the programs, what classes are involved. There's also on the website how to enroll, and come see us.
Excellent. Awesome. Kristen, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. And thank you all for tuning in, both on air and at the live stream. We'll see you next time.